Welcome to the Australians Campaign HQ. I'm Chris Kenny and this is Peter Van Onselen, contributing editor to the Australian. Peter, we've finally got a debate underway. The debate is continuing, but there will be a election debate on Sunday night.
There will, and it's probably going to be one of three, you'd think, but it'll be at the National Press Club. Social media is going to be involved, but we don't know a lot of the details just yet. We don't yet know who's moderating it. We don't yet know who will be asking questions or exactly what the format is, but at least come Sunday, we will have the two leaders square off one way or the other.
Yeah, this is a bit of a victory for Tony Abbott in that he's been holding out for this style of debate. Kevin Rudd wanted to get a debate virtually on day one and has been pushing for it ever since. But as you say, there will be more, and this will probably be the most formal of the debates, though. As you say, we don't know the exact details, but it is that National Press Club format. After this, the next couple will probably be more of these sort of community forum style debates.
I think that's right, and as you say, Tony Abbott has the whip hand on this, doesn't he? And that's probably reflective of the fact that he's got the whip hand in the election. Whoever's behind wants to have as many debates as possible to try to change the way things are going. That's Kevin Rudd in this case. He hopes to have debate after debate. Tony Abbott's been a little bit more cautious than that, but it's better than in most campaigns. In most campaigns, the front runners at best give you maybe one debate, whereas here it looks like this will be the first of three, so that's better than we usually get.
He's offering three, as you say, and normally it's the opposition leader who wants the debates because it elevates the opposition leader to equal status with the Prime Minister, and that's what's so unusual about this. Kevin Rudd, as the Prime Minister, as the incumbent, he's chasing Tony Abbott. Now, he doesn't want that status. Obviously, he's got the status as Prime Minister, but what he wants is the opportunity to score a political point. Do you think he's going to have Tony Abbott's measure in these debates?
I don't. I don't think that he has to go after Tony Abbott because it's one of his ways of changing the campaign momentum from being behind in most of the polls. But I don't think he has Tony Abbott's number. I think Tony Abbott's a pretty good debater, and I'm not even that sure about Kevin Rudd as a debater.
I reckon Kevin Rudd will game the worm, though. I reckon he'll win the worm better than Tony Abbott.
But the lefties always get the worm, don't they? It's very unusual for a Liberal leader when you look at that worm, if there is one over the years, that it ever really favours.
But one of the reasons I think is that the Labor Party's been better at gaming the worm. I think it's very easy to work out how to get that worm on your side. You just have to have empathy with voters and couch your answers in those terms. But I don't think we've seen a Liberal politician do that. I'm wondering whether Tony Abbott will try and do that.
Well, it's easier from opposition than from government. I mean, John Howard always found the worm hard because you're always on the defensive defending your government's record. Yep. Suddenly that's Kevin Rudd having to do that, and he's not just defending his record, he's defending Julia Gillard's as well, and it's not a great record in a lot of respects. So if Tony Abbott goes after that, or if Kevin Rudd gets too defensive, then maybe the worm for a change won't work in Labor's favour.
Yeah, we'll see. I think Tony Abbott will be looking forward to those community forum style debates. They're really more his home turf, aren't they?
Yeah, well, and of course the irony there is that Kevin Rudd's meant to be the popular one and Tony Abbott the unpopular, but I think it's Tony Abbott that works better in those community forums, engaging directly with voters.
Now, you'll have the Australian Agenda on Sunday morning with Penny Wong and Matthias Cormann.
And we've also got Clive Palmer, so you don't want to miss that.
Don't forget Clive Palmer. he didn't get a gig at the debates this time round. He wanted one but didn't get it. And I'll be back on Sky News with a post-debate wrap-up and a special post-debate episode of Viewpoint. And, of course, we will have live blogging of the debate here on the Australians website. See you next time.